my name is Marietta Mehanni, and this week's Gymstick tip is a bicep workout. So we're going to start off by adding some tension on the Gymstick, hands going underneath, and we're doing the classic bicep curl. So a couple of things to point out here. Posture is always important, and a lot of people, when they move into an activity that's as simple as a bicep curl, will tend to sit back and let their bellies hang out and sort of relax their body as they perform the exercise. So here's a little tip, especially if you're an instructor, you can do this with the class, is I get everyone to go up onto their tiptoes, hold that balanced position for a moment, keeping the body in the same alignment that you felt when you're on your toes, lower your heels down. Now for me, I feel that I push my head back in because I have a tendency to do that. And it feels like that's what's happening. And you can probably see that that's what I've done. I've brought my ear back in alignment with my shoulder. It's like the fastest way to correct people's posture without cueing and telling them, shoulders back and abs in, blah, blah, blah. Up on your toes, hold that position for a moment. Keep the body position, just lower your heels down, and away you go. The second thing to be aware of with such a simple exercise is that often people have reduced ranges of motion. And with a Gymstick, we can go full range of motion. So if you're an instructor, ensure that everyone allows the stick to just gently tap the front of their thighs at the beginning and end of every movement pattern so that they go through that full range motion. It's very different from using weighted load because the hardest part isn't that. The hardest part is actually up towards the top. So you want to make sure that they're letting the stick go all the way down. So full range of motion is what you're after. So after you do that for 30 seconds, the next activity that you do is you actually do like a lunging pattern. So I'm going to move my right leg back and then come back up again. Take the toe back and back up. Toe back and up. Now if you have any challenges with your legs, knees, you can just reach back a shorter way. But you'll notice that I am always keeping that back heel off the floor. It's not step back and come back, step back and come back. It's keep the toe on the floor and keep your weight over the leg that you're standing on. So when you're doing this exercise, interestingly enough, it's not this leg that you'll feel, it's the one that you're keeping still. And you'll feel that in your glutes, you'll feel it in your thighs, you'll feel it in your hamstrings. So driving back and coming back up and reaching as far back as what is comfortable for you. Because I'm moving my right leg, it's my right bicep that's going to get the workout, and I'm going to feel it also on the right side of my back and my abdominals. So try to keep my body facing forwards and working against that resistance. Do that for 30 seconds. And then the final exercise in this trio is you take that toe way back, keep the heel lifted, push the stick forward so that you've squared up to the front, and now go down and up, maintaining that bicep action. Now, what's challenging for this is my abdominals have to stay on the entire time to keep myself looking forwards. My right bicep has to work to try to keep it front on, and I'm also going to get a tricep activation as I fully extend the arms. So getting the arms to go all the way back down to your thighs before and after each exercise is super important. So we do this for 30 seconds, and then we have a 20-second break. You're back to the first exercise again with a little reminder about posture, and then we're moving the left leg. So it's actually quite a simple exercise, and if you haven't done much work with the Gymstick, this is a great one to do because it really starts teaching you a little bit about balance, because once you start moving the leg, you might find yourself a little bit wobbly, and that's not a bad thing, right? Because we want to improve our balance. The other thing that you'll notice is that it is a really effective abdominal workout, particularly in the upright position. So I really like this exercise. It's one of my go-tos when I have a group of people that haven't done any work with the Gymstick before. Fantastic workout, and that's this week's Gymstick tip.